Welcome back, everybody. This is Chad with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today we've got another optic review for you, and today we're coming at you with the new Mark 6 from Leupold. This is a 3-18 by 44 millimeter first focal plane optic. If you guys remember, we did a video recently about the Mark 4, 4.5 to 14 by 50s, and Eric and I both have a couple of those optics, and they are very, very wonderful pieces of glass. Unfortunately, they have been discontinued at this point by Leupold. They're no longer manufacturing those optics for civilian sales. It's only basically law enforcement and military. However, the Mark 6 and the Mark 8 series have kind of replaced the Mark 4, and they've really listened to the consumers and put together an awesome, awesome piece of glass. We're going to go over some of the features of this thing, and then we're going to go up and we're going to shoot a little bit. We got it resting on a Remington 700. This is a 5R from AccuSport. Eric has two of these rifles set up. One's a 24, one's a 20 inch. We'll be doing a video before too long comparing the accuracy potential and velocities and such from both of the guns set up identically. So we've got two of these Mark 6s set up, and I will say that this is an awesome piece of glass. I'm a little jealous. I'm gonna have to get me one, but let's go over some of the niceties, and we're gonna go to the top of the hill. We're gonna take some shots out to 600 yards with it, but it's interesting because you think an optic like this is a 34 millimeter tube, all aluminum, 44 millimeter objective. It's real tiny. So that was one of the things that consumers were talking about, is they wanted a smaller, lighter, more powerful optic. And like I said, Leupold listened, and this thing weighs like 0.6 ounces more than my Mark 4. And it's a bigger tube, more adjustment range, larger turrets. It's a little bit smaller objective, but this is one heavy, heavy duty rifle scope. And I think one of the things that sets this apart from the TMR reticle that I've got in my Mark 4 is the Horus H59. I never used to be a big fan of like Christmas tree reticles just for practical shooting, but the more and more I get behind a precision bolt gun and hang out with guys with precision bolt guns who shoot a lot or shoot professionally, I've just really come to love the Christmas tree style reticles, and we're going to be talking about that reticle just a little bit more. But this rifle scope comes in at 23.6 ounces. Comparable scopes with the same magnification range are anywhere above 30 ounces. So really, really heavy on the weight side of things as far as just a quality piece of glass goes. So very lightweight. You've got a very generous ocular bell with a very consistent eye relief. I was very surprised to find that the eye relief is consistent all the way across the magnification spectrum. Even at 3 power, you don't really have to change your head position to get a good solid view of the entire reticle at 18 power. So that's one thing that separates it from like the older Mark 4 series. You did have a little bit of wiggle room there at the higher magnification settings for your eye relief. Very, very smooth adjustment on the magnification ring here. And as far as I can tell, the ocular focus is just preset at the factory. You do have a parallax adjustment on the left side here that goes from basically below 75 yards all the way to infinity. So pretty much the full range of motion there. On the right side, you have a capped windage turret, which really isn't terribly necessary with the H59. This is a zero stop compatible turret. You basically just loosen this 1/8 inch set screw and then rotate the turret into place, lock it back down. You've got very tactile clicks here. And these are 1/10 of a mil adjustments on this particular model. I've come to really, really enjoy the MRAD style adjustments on scopes like this. I'm kind of getting away from minute of angle adjustments. The mil is really the way to go. And we'll talk about that in a little while with the H59 reticle. On the elevation turret, this might look a little bit busy to some, and it did to me initially when we were playing around with these optics, but you have a self-locking turret. So it will not rotate under any circumstance unless you squeeze the two sides of the turret here, which allows you to rotate it. So the turret will lock. It does have a very solid zero stop. You notice I can take this thing up to about 2 mil adjustment here and come back, and it's a hard stop. The way that you set that up is you take your 1/8 set screw and or 1/8 Allen key here, you loosen your set screw up, push down on this unit here, and you have a little indication dial here. It's a rotation indication dial. It's a little hardened pin that just kind of pops up as you rotate your elevation turret higher, and it'll give you an idea of what rotation that you're on. The pin should be flush once you rotate this cap clockwise, and it'll lock in place. and snug your set screw back up. And it's got 2 pins on either side of the housing here. You push either one of those in, and then you pull your dial here up. So the dial is just loose at this point, and then you can just rotate it back to 0, and then carefully push it back into place, and it'll lock in, and your cap is 0. Very, very simple and intuitive for the most part, and they actually do list the instructions on the cap, so you don't have to consult the manual for that. Moving forward, the objective bell, it is 44 millimeter, so it's nice and compact, and you can really get this scope set real low on precision rifles. That way you can get the maximum adjustment out of your elevation turrets. As I mentioned, the H59 reticle is a Christmas tree pattern reticle, and by that I mean you have a central aiming point, just like any other rifle scope, but then you have graduations that generally go out further the longer you go in range, and the higher you go up in your mils. And this thing is quite obscene. I actually just had to look through it and count, but it has 38 mils that are viewable at 3 power, which I can't see why you would ever need 38 mils. That's just nuts. But when you crank it all the way up to 18 power, you get 9 mils viewable in the lens here, and that's plenty to shoot at least to 1,000 yards with most ammunition and most calibers. But the reticle itself has 0.2 mil subtensions on the vertical stadia, and then also 0.2 on the windage side of things. As you move further on out, you get an extra mil of windage for your windage holds, especially in high wind scenarios. And then what I like so much is you do have windage markings as well all the way across the bottom part of the reticle, and they're just tiny little dots, so they don't really obscure what you're looking at downrange. I found that to be really, really intuitive and nice. Also, an awesome feature of the H59 is that, say you have a spotter using a milliradian graduated spotting scope, or you have another shooter using a very similar optic, you can spot for each other. Okay, your spotter can call out shots. If you missed, say you missed 0.6 mil to the right or to the left, your spotter knows exactly where you hit and where you need to adjust to, and he can call that out, and all you have to do is move your point of hold over a little bit and send the shot. I mean, it's as easy as that. Guys, that's pretty much this optic in a nutshell. There's not really a whole lot else to say about it. You can go over to Leupold's website and see the complete specs for yourself, but we're gonna go up to the top of the hill. We're gonna take some shots. Let's go. Yes, I just use this as an excuse to shoot Eric's rifle. He's back here spotting, so. But just to demonstrate the ease of use of this Horus, got a little drop card that I set up here with the drops for my particular hand load. It's a little bit warm.
See, I'm kind of like Negan with Lucille now. See, my rifle's only gonna shoot good if I'm here.
Probably.
She's only a bad girl when I tell her to be.
Yep. All right, so too, on like this spur mount that this optic's resting in, it's got a little bubble level on the back here. So I'm just gonna level that little puppy up, and I'm gonna take a shot at 200.
Dome him, right in the head.
Right in the head? Let's see. 200. A 0.1 mil hold, which is basically nothing.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Right in the neck.
Right in the neck.
Little low, but you got him.
Might be like a 0.2. Take another shot there and see.
This is an awfully consistent rifle. Really is.
Yep.
Tracked real nice.
Keep up with that brass. All right, let's go for 4. That's a 1.8 mil hold. So literally, I'm just looking at the Christmas tree reticle, and I'm just gonna go,
Center mass.
1.8, center mass. All right. No wind right now, really.
I don't know what happened there. It's like it hit down in the dirt.
I don't know, maybe my chrono data is way off, and this round's a lot hotter than I thought it was.
Well, remember, you're going through a 24-inch barrel as opposed to the 20.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
So you're getting a little more velocity.
Yeah, that's right. My dope card is 420. Ooh.
Yep.
Might help to chrono you around. So, well, let's try. Yeah, let's try 1.5. Yeah.
It's like you missed to the right about wind caught it.
Okay, well, we don't have any wind up here. I guess there's wind downrange.
Yep.
All right, let's see.
Yep, it caught it and drifted it to the right about a foot.
Did that 1.5 look good?
1.5 looked good on your elevation.
Okay,
You're
so
good.
let's see. So
That's the nice thing about having those dope cards, guys. I got those through Sniper Central. They're just little laminated dope cards, but you can make any type that you want. You can make some out of just some scrap stuff and just laminate it yourself if you want. No big deal.
All right, let's see here.
Yeah, give it about a 0.4 mil wind hold.
It's showing about, well, it's showing right now for 10-mile-an-hour wind, which might be what we have here, 0.9. So,
0.9. All right. Seems logical.
All right, 1.5, and then whoop, there goes my dope card.
That's fine.
Told you you need to Velcro that thing to your rifle.
Yep.
Okay.
Split your difference on the wind hold.
Uh-oh. These little puny 5-round mags.
Yep.
These things.
Let me grab your dope card there.
Why is it that the wind has to? Why is it that the wind has to pick up, blow everything around?
Of course.
I told you
that's how it works, man.
Good grief.
Murphy's Law, man.
I'm telling you, it's when I sit down behind the rifle to shoot, everything goes to hell.
Yeah, your elevation's pretty much spot on.
All right, let's see.
Just split that wind hold in half and you should be good.
Let's see, 1.5. Yep, all right. Guys, you know, we don't shoot long range that often, but I'm just mainly trying to demonstrate this. Trying.
Shooting a good group. All of those rounds are probably inside of about a 3.5-inch circle.
I'll take that any day of the week.
Yep.
All right, let's try for 6. So, let's see. With my gun, it was like it says a 4. Ugh.
Go for a 3.8 with that one.
We'll try to see.
No wind hold. Just go right for it.
3.8.
Yep.
So I'm going to go just down to 3.8.
Yep. No wind. Go right in there for it. Ah, well, I was wrong. Go back to your 0.4 mil wind hold.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh wow, it's that wind's catching it.
Yeah. Double up on your wind hold.
Elevation's good though, so we're gonna change that to 3.8.
You guys can see that the diagnostics involved in getting this Horus dialed in. This is pretty much what you're gonna do is get your velocity down, which is probably a bad example because we really should have gotten velocity readings for this particular barrel length.
Remember that video I told you we're gonna do? We ain't done it yet.
No, we haven't. We alluded to it.
We alluded to it. We ain't got out there to do
give it a 0.8 mil wind hold.
Okay. All right, let's see, 3.8. Definitely takes a minute to get used to this reticle.
It's busy. That's it.
Dude!
So look, I'll tell you what, humor me.
Dead center.
Keep your 0.8 wind hold, and go on back up to 4 mils where you started.
Actually,
and hit that 8-inch popper down there.
Well, I was aiming pretty much where the round landed is exactly where I was aiming with 3.8.
Well, heck, go for it then. Hit that 8-inch popper down there at 600 yards.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's 600 yards, guys. That's pretty good little tick. That's just where 308 starts to get interesting, in my opinion.
It does. So let's see, 3.8 and...
You missed just to the left, barely, by like an inch. Perfect elevation.
That's holding a little bit too much for wind there.
Yeah, the wind actually did die down a little bit. That's probably part of it. Same spot.
Okay. I'm gonna get that 8-inch plate.
Same spot.
Same spot.
You might be hitting right over the top of it. Or, you know what I mean, missing over the top. It's hard to tell with the angle those rounds are lobbing in from here. That one hit way to the right.
That was me, I pulled that shot. I'm gonna load up some more. I'm gonna get that 8-inch popper.
Oh, it's nothing more fun than shooting these things. You guys can definitely see that these optics are great. And I've really grown to really appreciate the H59 myself. We've got a 20-inch version and a 24-inch version of this gun, and everybody that I've introduced the H59 to, they really, really enjoy it.
All right, I'm gonna give it another try. Let me see if I can just hit that half-size D28 down there first and see where maybe my rounds are going with the wind and all.
Yeah, the nice thing about those half-size D28s is you're actually replicating shooting at a larger silhouette at closer range, basically, is what you end up looking at.
All right. That was
Like it might have been right under him.
odd.
Yeah, very odd.
Why is it when I get behind this rifle, everything goes wrong?
I'm telling you, it's my gun, that's why.
She just doesn't like me. Okay, yeah, we're level.
Can't see it.
Wow.
No idea.
Dude. I'm gonna shoot the big 22 round, I guess, again. Okay, I mean,
Get a little more wind hold.
I know, I mean, I see where it needs to go. Let's see.
There you go.
All right.
It's about center mass.
That's weird. Maybe it's just my trigger work or something. I don't know. Odd.
Yeah, the wind is changing direction. It was blowing kind of a crosswind from left to right, now it's blowing in our face.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try to shoot that popper again. That's a little tiny target to hit. So 3/8, yep, and then over there.
I think you're gonna hit it near the bottom. Oh, there you go. Right on.
All right. All right, now we're talking.
There you go. Keep doing that.
Wait on the cow. I hate cows.
He's all right. Let him go. He's walking.
Oh, he's walking.
You're clear.
Keep on walking. Come on.
You're clear. Go ahead.
Oh, I know. I'll shoot right over his back.
It's a brave cow.
That's a really brave cow.
He trusts us a lot.
Well, I'm shooting past his butt anyways. It'll be all right. Look at that wind.
Yeah, it's a lot of wind. Yep, the wind caught you there.
Dude,
Couldn't really tell
what.
where though.
I got a few more rounds left, maybe.
Good shot. Just clip the upper right edge of the plate.
Yep.
But it's in there. Good shot. You shooting like about an 8-inch group.
Yep.
It's not too terrible.
Well, I mean, it's inside that plate, so I mean, yeah, that plate's 8 inches. I mean, that ain't bad considering. That load does shoot really good out of this rifle as long as you do your part, but
It does.
well, I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the Leupold Mark 6 3-18 by 44. Awesome first focal plane, optic here. I mean, this is it is a top end optic. There's no doubt about it. But the thing is, if you take a rifle like this, like this 5R here, and you put a subpar piece of glass on there, I mean, the big thing is you're probably going to see subpar performance in the big scheme of things, but you're definitely going to be seeing more of it because we do have the 24 and the 20-inch 5R rifles like we have been alluding to. We still need to get out and do some work with them and actually get the chrono work and stuff done, but you'll be seeing a video coming down the pipeline with that soon. But for now, I'm going to close up my ammo so Eric doesn't shoot it all up. And we're going to bid you adieu. See you guys next time. Take care.